I did my album analysis on Aretha Franklin's I Never Loved a Man the Way I Loved You. Aretha Franklin was born on March 25th, 1942 in Memphis, Tennessee. She is known for her singer and songwriting. She is the fourth of 5 children of Barbara Singers Franklin and C.L. Franklin. While growing up in Detroit, she sang in the church choir with her father and had insane talent from the beginning. Her first recordings were as a gospel singer at 14 years old. Her first album was called Songs of Faith. She became a mother of 2 before the age of 16. After receiving many signing offers from the producers, Franklin decided to sign with Columbia Records in 1961 and then later to Atlantic Records. From this time on, she became arguably the most prominent pop singer towards the late 60s. She had 10 top 10 hits in roughly an 18-month period span. She is known as the Queen of Soul and a symbol of Black America itself. Franklin had so much pride for her American culture, and this showed through her songs. Many events happened concerning the civil rights movement during the period of the release of Aretha Franklin's album with Atlantic Records. During 1967, Aretha Franklin released one of her most famous albums, I Never Loved a Man the Way I Loved You. Some other events that occurred during this time was the Loving Virginia case. This happened in 1967. This case had to do with the illegal interracial marriages at the time. On August 10, 1965, the Voting Rights Act passed. This made it easier for Southern blacks to register to vote. Literacy tests, poll taxes, and other such requirements that were used to restrict black voting were made illegal. On March 7, 1965, Bloody Sunday took place. This was a very gruesome, violent march that brought more attention to the awful treatment in the South during this time period. The marches from Selma were a big reason as to why the Voting Rights Act passed just a few years later. Aretha's release of her album, I Never Loved a Man the Way I Loved You, was during a very crucial time for African American and women's rights. The main theme of her album is strength and empowerment of women. The top song of the album is Respect, originally written by Otis Redding. This song brought unity to women and African Americans. This song sparked a huge revolution of the way many thought about the type of treatment they were receiving. Respect is a great example of women during the 1960s calling a right to end the upheaval. This song was released on Valentine's Day of 1965. Aretha used her soulful and powerful voice in this song to catch the attention of many people. Here's a clip of the song that was known as the anthem for the civil rights movement. I Never Loved a Man the Way I Loved You is another famous song from the album. It explains the way women thought about their relationships and the submissive action of the women race before the questioning of society. Franklin also wrote the lyrics to Baby, 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 Dr. Feelgood, and Save Me. She was known as a prominent songwriter before the release of this album. My favorite song on this album is Dr. Feelgood because it is very jazzy and has a soulful blues background to it. Aretha Franklin's album portrayed the struggles of many during the 1960s. She was a great icon of this time period and really helped to spread awareness of the movements happening. It is important to realize that Aretha's music is still a popular listen to around the world today. Franklin is an 18 Grammy Award winner. She also performed at President Obama's inauguration. Throughout her lifetime, Aretha Franklin has been an exceptional musician and has influenced our society immensely through her song and soulful music.